Today's video is a bit special to me. First off, this is the first video I'm doing in the past 5 months on this channel, and there's been a whole lot going on. And secondly, this is the first video in which I'm going to be unboxing a pro device from Xiaomi. So welcome the Xiaomi 12T. In this video today, I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing of this particular device. I'm going to be going through what's inside the box, what makes this device actually special at a glance, and I'll be telling you my thoughts about it at the end of this. So we begin. The box of the Xiaomi 12T is pretty much very bland. It doesn't really elicit a lot of reactions for me personally because there isn't too much colors, there isn't too much that makes it stand out. However, I like the fact that they decided to place a lot of emphasis on minimalism on this box. So here you get, in front of the box, you get the 12 symbol or the 12 number. Here you have the Xiaomi 12T with the 5G connectivity, which is based on local operator capabilities, lots of English. You have the 108 megapixel ultra clean camera tag at the top of the device, the MI logo. On the left and on the right side, you have the Xiaomi 12T with the every access to Google apps you use the most. I've already broken the seals. Below it, you have specifications written out, which shows that this is Xiaomi 12T, which is a black version of the Xiaomi 12T. It's a 256 gig ROM, 8 gig RAM version, and a whole lot of other things, including the IMEI. So there isn't much to the box, unlike the Redmi series, which is always a bit more colorful and that I've always reviewed on the channel. So without much ado, let me take this out and let's get right to it. So box out. You get a card which contains the SIM ejector tool here. SIM ejector tool. And you have a bunch of documentation which includes the quick start guide, the warranty card, and all of those good stuff, and then the safety information. So basically 3 sets of documentation you might not end up reading. But I've actually learned to read user manuals these days. It's part of the learning process. So please always learn to read your user manuals. Peace out. Some people call this a condom case, or the people call it a transparent case. I simply do not like this case at all, personally. You get it in every Xiaomi device which you unbox, but personally I have grown not to like this particular case for any reason, but it's part of the unboxing process. So you have a transparent case here which helps you protect your phone or protect the device from dust. I'll tell you the reason why I actually do not like this particular transparent case. For personally, it's more of a personal reason, but I'll keep this aside. You have the device here which is encased in this particular, I won't call it mesh cover, but it has a couple of things written in front of it which I think we should take note. So it makes pointers to the 108 megapixel pro grade camera, the smart 120 watts hypercharge feature, the MediaTek Dimensity 8100 Ultra, which is the processor which powers this device, as well as the 120 Hz Crystal Res AMOLED display. Probably one of the best screens I've actually seen in a Xiaomi device in a long while. Particularly for this device, actually very good. So I'll take the wrap off and I'll keep the device aside. Let's see what else is in the box. So now you have the 120 watts charger. Let me tell you, this charger is heavy. This charger is a behemoth. Keep it aside. And then we have the USB Type-C cord. So basically that's all that is in the box. You have all of these weighted outside. Now coming to the device itself, I actually fell in love with this device the very first time I got to see it, and I actually like this device for a couple of reasons. First off, in front of the device you get the 6.67 inch Crystal Res AMOLED display with 68 billion colors. It's 1220 by 2170. I hope I got that correct. Pixel resolution, which makes it a 1.5K resolution screen. And when I turn on this device, there's a lot of depth in the screen, especially when you watch media content. However, you have a punch hole cutout in front of the screen, which houses the 20 megapixel front-facing selfie camera. On the right side of the device, you have the volume rockers and the power button. This time, there is no fingerprint sensor on the power button. Instead, the fingerprint sensor is actually on screen. So the screen also has the fingerprint sensor embedded inside. On the left of the device, you don't have anything. On top of the device, you have the speaker grill, you have noise cancellation mic, you have the IR blaster, which you can use to control basically anything that can use a remote and has an infrared sensor. You can use this phone to control it. Below the device, you have a SIM ejector. Here you have the charging ports where you can plug the Type-C charger in, and then you have the bottom firing speaker with another microphone, which is also noise cancellation at this junction. Behind the device itself, you have that camera bump, which is reminiscent of the entire design language of the Xiaomi 12 series. Like the entire Xiaomi 12 series has the same design language when it comes to the camera bump. Some are actually bigger than others, some are smaller than others, but this particular device, which is the 12T, is smaller in sense that the preceding device, which is the 12T Pro, which has the 200 megapixel camera sensor, has a much more protruding camera bump than this. Camera bump houses the 108 megapixel main sensor. It occupies almost half of the entire camera bump. You have the 8 megapixel ultra wide camera and the 2 megapixel macro sensor. Now this is where I actually have an issue with this device, because I'm more used to the 5 megapixel telemacro sensor, so this is an actual downgrade, especially from last year's Xiaomi 11T, which has a 5 megapixel telemacro sensor. And we'll see how it fares when I do the full review of this device. You have the flash here. Behind the device, I'll take this off. The minimalism is getting way better. You just have the Xiaomi insignia on the left of the device, and you just have a couple of other stuff here. The back of the device is actually a fingerprint magnet, so basically that's the essence. You actually need to use the pouch, which is either the armored pouch, which I'll show you later, or you can use the transparent case. So I'm going to switch it on and we'll see. Now it took me roughly about 3 minutes to set up this device from initial boot to the home screen here, and you are greeted with MIUI 13 based on Android 12. This is exactly the point I was making about the screen. It has those deep blacks that actually make viewing angles on this device actually something worthwhile. I like the fact that this it has less bezels on the top and on the bottom, so the chin is much more expanded to the edges of the screen, which gives it much more room to be able to take in a lot more amount of content and all. So basically that's all about the Xiaomi 12T unboxing. There's actually one thing I actually like in this whole unboxing process, and trust me, it's not what you think. It's not the phone itself that I like in this unboxing series. It's actually this, the charger. Yes, I know it's funny, but I actually like this charger. I like the unboxing experience with this charger. Let me tell you one thing, this charger is heavy. It's actually very heavy. It is noted that this particular charger will charge this device from 0 to 100 in less than 15 minutes. I've tested it once or twice, and trust me, it did that in roughly 17 minutes, charging this device from 0 to 100 in 17 minutes. So literally you can wake up in the morning, do your chores, go take your bath, plug it in and prepare for work, and before you know it, it's completely filled up. I'll talk more about the charger in the full review. But I also made mention that I do not really like the transparent case, and for good reason. I do not like aesthetics. I prefer functionality more than aesthetics, and basically in as much as the transparent case usually protects the device from scratches and from other stuff, I prefer to use the armored case. The armored cases to me are much more practical and helps to protect the device more. It also makes the device feel a bit more different, that it gives me that different kind of feel, that feel okay, like on another spectrum. When you clip this on, you realize that it feels way more better in this than on this. Makes it hard for people to actually identify this is the device you're using than when it's inside of this, which is all shouty. That's all about the unboxing of the Xiaomi 12T. I will do the full review of the Xiaomi 12T on the channel. Please hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to be notified about new videos whenever they drop out. I'm working hard on getting the channel back on track, getting videos back out again, and getting myself prepped up for more content. So please support the journey again, and we'll peace out. We'll do more of this.